Hello, and welcome to the Hermit Lab. We're back in the alphabet series on the letter M. M is for Mukta Hasta Sirsasana. So we're working on tripod headstand. Let's break it down. Mukta meaning liberated or free, referring to hasta, the hands. Shirsha is the head. And of course, asana meaning pose. So liberated hand, head pose. And hello. There she is. Hi, Marge. All right, so like I've said, today we are working on our head and on our hands for tripod headstand. Now, if you have neck problems, maybe you don't want to do this one. Take care of yourself, right? Because I'm not there with you. So let's just roll the head around a little bit from side to side. Loosen up the neck. Linger where it feels good. And roll the shoulders up and around and down a few times. And reverse directions, forward, up, and roll them forward. Reach the arms out, lace the fingers at the nape of the neck, stick your butt out, lift your heart up, elbows wide. Come to a neutral spine, squeeze the forearms in toward the temples, curl into yourself, stretch out the neck. Back up to a neutral spine, elbows out nice and wide. Tip it over to the right, get a little side flexion over to the left. Okay. Now, first things first, shalamba or a supported headstand is always recommended kind of as a prerequisite before you try any other headstand. So that looks like this. Shalamba supported referring to the hands as opposed to mukta when they are liberated. A pike press all the way up tall. This is definitely much more safer for your neck since you are supported, and a pike back down. If that's in your practice, then you can join me here. All right, so let's talk about tripod. Let's talk about a triangle. Let's just make sure we all know what a triangle is, right? It's not a line with your head and your hands in line. It's a triangle, an equilateral triangle from your head to your hand and your hand back to your head. Elbows are not out, they are in, just like chaturanga. Let's see what that might look like profile. So she places the hands down, fingers spread out nice and wide. Then it's the crown of the head that's going to go down to the ground. Elbows right over the wrists. Really active in the hands, not too close because then you're going to go, oh no, and fall out. And make sure the elbows are not out wide. Squeeze the elbows in, shoulders down the back. Let's take a look at that this direction. This is the problem that I see, people going hands out too wide, skitter, or they're too close to you. You want the shoulders pressing down the back. Yeah, it's not like a handstand where the shoulders are up. They press down so much that you could be able to lift your head off, right? So see the difference here with engaged shoulders and kind of floppy shoulders. Okay? Now we're going to do little head up pickups. We'll do 3. So the hands go down, drop the crown of the head down. Use the hands and the arms and the shoulders. Just lift your head up a little bit and put it right back down. Press up away and back down. One more time, back down. I know it looks silly, but it's a great exercise to remind you how much you're working in the arms and the shoulders. Okay. So we're going to continue on to a couple of my favorite drills to get us upside down into tripod headstand. Hands go down, head goes down, elbows right over the wrist, shoulders down the back. Tuck the toes. She lifts the knees like down dog on your head. Keep pushing the shoulders down the back. If this feels good, you can take one knee to the tricep, maybe the other knee to the tricep. This is essentially tripod. It's crow pose on your head. Yeah, hang out right here. And then return back down nice and easy. It's going to be a long time before we take 2 legs up, okay? So we're going incrementally. Please try not to jump ahead, but just appreciate these drills for what they are. Okay. Now, my favorite one, the kiss. Mwah. I'm going to turn away from you. You're going to see my butt, but hey, nothing new, right? Okay, so we're going to make our knees kiss. Hands plant, head goes down, push down into the hands, tuck the toes, lift the knees. You're in down dog on your head. She goes knee to tricep, toes kiss. Now, the knees are going to kiss and she's going to make a noise and puts them right back on the triceps and rewinds her way down. Cool. We're going to do 5 of those in a row. Now you have to make the kissing noise, otherwise it doesn't count. So hands down, tuck the toes, lift the hips, knee to elbow or tricep, other knee, toes kiss. Here we go. Mwah. That's 1. Mwah. That's 2. Mwah. That's 3. It's really little. And 4. This one will hold. Mwah. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And back to the triceps. And come back down 1 foot at a time. Nice. How'd that go? All right, let's move on to the next drill. We're going to keep one elbow with a knee connected while one leg goes up nice and straight. So both knees to the elbow. She'll extend the right leg up to the ceiling first, keeping the left knee to the elbow. Click. This way we're not going to arch and fall over. Bring the knee back down. Other leg. Left leg rises to the ceiling. Click. Return knee back down to tripod and come on down. How'd that go? We're going to do 3 in a row. Boom. That's 1 cycle, okay? 3 times. Hands down, head down. Fix your shirt, lift your butt. Knees to the backs of the arms. She'll go right leg all the way up, knee to tricep. Change. Left leg all the way up, knee to tricep. That was 1. Right leg up, inhale. Back down, exhale, left leg up, back to tripod. Last one, right leg up, back to tripod, left leg up, back to tripod, and come on down. Take care of yourself in between. If this is too fast, just feel free to pause, obviously. Next, we're going to take the legs, do the same thing, but we're going to switch them slowly at the same time. Rather than pit stop the knee down and have both knees down at the same time, we're going to slowly change out the legs. We'll do that 3 times. Hands down, head down. Knees to the triceps. So, right leg is up, and then as it comes down, she changes the left leg up. As the left leg goes down, right leg goes up. And switch. 1 more. Switch, 1 more, switch, close it out to tripod, and come on down. Awesome. Take care of yourself and your neck. You're only graduating if it's working, right? Now we're going to go from straight legs to a little tiny tuck and back to straight legs. So we're beginning to work pressing because we never want to jump into a headstand. So legs are straight, knees into the chest, feet to the butt, and re-extend, and you're done. Yeah? Tiny little drill. We're working that compression, knees into the thighs, thighs into the chest. We'll do that little drill 3 times. Knees into the thighs, what the heck does that even mean? Okay, so she goes straight legs, feet to butt 1, tap the toes down. Feet to butt 2, tap the toes down. Feet to butt 3, tap the toes down, and complete. Awesome. Shake it out. I'm going to switch this way because why not? Now we're going to go straight legs. This one's pretty hard, guys. We're going to come up to a half headstand, right? Pike. It requires a lot of core, a little bit of flexibility. Hands down, head down, butt up. Legs are straight. Point the feet. So we're not jumping. Lift them up to in line with the butt and right back down. Yeah? We're going to do this 3 times, just like the tuck position. So hands down, head down. Point the feet. Raise them to the pike. lower them down. Pike, tap the floor. Last one. Pike, tap the floor, and you're done. Okay. Next up, the straddle. So you may see people going upside down into tripod in prasarita. This is a great way to get into it. It requires more flexibility than going into it from bent knees from the floor. So she goes, I'm going to show you this way and then I'll turn sideways. Walks her hands back in line with her feet or perhaps farther. Only going into this if the hands are back, creating a chaturanga shelf, and the crown of the head falls easily to the floor, because then all that has to happen is boop, the feet just kind of spark up off the floor and lower right back down. Cool. I'm going to show you sideways. We're going to go for 3 little straddle ups and downs in a row. So she folds into her prasarita. Hands can be in line with the feet or maybe even back a little bit farther, working a long spine, crown of the head down so that we fall forward, lift the heels, the feet fall up into the straddle, tap the floor. Here's 2. Tap the floor. Last one, straddle, and then slowly lower the feet down. She halfway lifts and aborts. All right, next we're going to finally go all the way up. So we're going to go tuck 2 knees in, all the way up tall, back to the tuck and down. You know how I like to go up and down the same way? So she goes knees into her chest, and then slowly 2 legs at the same time, goes all the way up to the ceiling, hugs the knees back into the chest, pointed feet nice and pretty, re-extends, and she's done. Okay, pause. We have a chat to do talking about tuck-ups. Watch this. My shins and my feet, you don't want them to go beyond the line. So we don't want that. So what do I mean by that? Watch this. I bring my feet to my butt and then see how I open up at the hips and my feet are now behind my butt. Then they go up and they kind of flop back the same way. That makes me more liable to arch over. But rather, if my arms or my legs now, the shin and the foot, we want them to slide straight up into the line and slide right back down without tipping over. See if you can spot that difference here. It's subtle, but it makes a big difference. So she comes in, and like someone's pulling her feet straight up, the feet never go beyond the line of my butt. And then like the shins are trying to stay parallel with the wall behind me, they slide right down. That'll make a big difference when it comes to going up and coming down in handstands too. Now let's try piking up and piking down. Straight legs, press into the hands, elbows in. She slowly goes all the way up, straight legs the whole time, and returns back down from whence she came. Cool. Now, of course, we shall try the straddle. I'll show you sideways again. Walk the hands back, crown of the head down. Peel the feet up, point the feet, straddle, and then she goes all the way up, also never losing the feet back behind her. Slowly straddles her way back down, works the negative, catches a little hover, and arrives. Awesome. Good work. Okay, so something a little bit extra credit. What we were just working on was Mukta Hasta Sirsasana A variation. Now we're going to look at B variation just for fun. This is from the a later series in the Ashtanga, so it's pretty advanced. We're going to keep the backs of the hands down on the floor, long, like in line with our feet. Arms are straight. And then she pikes up from here. It's a bit of a different balancing point. You'll notice I'm not in a completely straight line. This is the B variation. And returns back down nice and clean. Cool. And we're going to do the C variation just for fun too. So this is working. Be careful, guys, right? Like, make sure that you feel comfortable doing everything up until this point. The arms are out in a T. The palms are face down this time. So you could start out at a little bit of a more of like a Y if you like. Pike press it all the way up. This is the C variation. Nice, and slowly pike press it all the way down. I'm going to try again, going the arms a little bit out more T rather than Y. Out to the side. You kind of got to push down and away to maintain that stability. She pikes up, catches a little bit of a balance, and slowly comes on down. Whew. Let's take care of the head and neck a little bit. Yeah, work out the kinks. Roll it around side to side, maybe back behind you if that feels okay. And just like before, roll the shoulders back a few times and forward a few times. Arms out, lace the hands behind the head, stick your butt out, open your heart, elbows wide. Up through neutral spine, squeeze your head, curl into yourself. And come on up. And you're done. Good work, guys. I would love to see what you're working with. Love you all. And there she goes. Thanks for being here with me. Love to see your headstands. If you've got any other variations you're working with, let me see them. Any questions, let me know. I cannot wait to get back in the studio and try these things with you guys. Seriously, looking forward to it. See you soon. Bye.